First blood.
It's like when we've seen Morphling so far in this tournament, it's always been against teams that have this big finishing power. I don't know that OD has this. Okay, that's fine too.
From doing that off-lane pull that he is attempting even so. And this allows the Undying, the strongest level 1 support in Dota, to just zone this mag and give Morphling the free farm. We've seen VP do this all the time for Ramses, where if you can give Morph a couple of Wraith Bands, level 3, level 4, he's now in a position where 1v1, he'll get every single CS and deny. And then you can look to move around and rotate.
That's actually how they get the
thing in mid as well. Probably the matchup we want to look at.
The Invoker going 15-2 against the 14-7, where everyone's so equal, as well as Sylar getting a large amount of farm. Like, I've cast Sylar for a very long time, and when you give him momentum like this, Fenrir trouble. Not enough trouble to kill him off. In fact, Fenrir's regen. No, there's another nuke available from Jirax with a stay alive on bottom, not to mention allowing this push on top, but both sides ended up burning it too. Baboka looking for Seb inside the trees while this bottom push is happening. Finally, they're going to find him. Hex up, no shackle, but it won't matter. They drop the tombstone. Seb will get the skewer back, creates a little bit of space underneath the tier 1 tower. So why Aster TPing in more support. Mushi's already there. They'll drop down the tombstone. Hoping for a kill. Mushi just has to toss Baboka forward. Now, that's a level 4 Shadow Shaman. So he's got Hex, he's got Shackles, he's got Eat the Shot, and Jirax even dueled up. So welcome to a winner, +10.
Does very well as a squad is recognizing where their cores need to be playing, and you'll often see the Quas Wex of tops and always moving into the aggro lane because he just pressures Sylar so much.
Wow, Fenrir, Jirax doing the work, just coming in from the side. Nuked him down, instant control the Fortune's end, and there's Seb. It is a double RP. Follow taking some time. Thompson now will complete the TP, but the Tornado EMP comes way too late, and Baboka even giving him the
tower is alive. It's near impossible to contest that pit.
We have a smoke gank from Mushi and Baboka. It's the reveal of the Blink Dagger. So actually tossing in one, but Thompson, he already got the Tornado off Shadow Shaman. He'll get the Hex. No, he won't. The duel is out. But where's the follow-up damage? Jirax is there to ensure that Invoker could just survive through this. How do you battle against the Oracle? Not to mention the fact your initiation didn't work properly. Thompson's backing up, but here come ILTW and Notel in through the rear with the haste drone. After, they just cannot run away from this. Tombstone will drop. Fenrir is going to try and turn around, trying to keep Mushi alive as much as they possibly can, but Mushi will still go down. Seb is ready to fight. RP is available. They're going to get rid of the tombstone and then focus on Fenrir. He's waiting it out, baiting out the RP. Only catches the Undying. It's not exactly what they wanted because Sylar is doing so much work as well. They need to kill him off. He managed to get himself a double kill out of this fight, but ILTW under the tier 2 tower towards XSS. Feeling confident, feeling farmed as that troll with the completed S of Y, but Sylar, he wants to find himself a better kill. Jirax will do it. A triple kill for Sylar. This is the Morphling Beast looking for another kill. Over towards Notel, but ILTW goes after XSS and finds the kill with the help of Notel.
OG is Radiant, go top, but there's a Roche pit there. So they're going to collect that free Aegis, and then they can look to engage.
Thompson, Mushi's just walking over. Baboka is nearby, but with a blink skewer, it's a chicken that's moving tiny back. Even with the shockwave, Mushi will get one quick top off, but they move their targets over towards Baboka. Fenrir has to pop the Undying ulti, but where's the help? Baboka dies in the tree lines. They're getting more Spirit Vessel charges up. Fenrir has no chance to survive too. There's just no support that Aster can use to keep themselves alive and in control.
And counter initiate. All you have to do as OG is combo break, and you're going to win every engagement.
They're hunting. Smoke up from OG, wrapping around, blink in. XSS as he jumps into the middle of a pressed attack and be able to split this fight up into 2 different parts, but they've already lost Fenrir on the side. Thompson just sold it up, and XSS under his own tier 2 tower with a double damaged troll. They were definitely ready to find more kills, and they're going to do so. Top lane, Mushi. How many times will he get caught out? Spirit Vessels on him. There's the EMP burn. Down, bone dry on the Tiny. And Thompson will just slowly chip away. Seb will help out by clearing out the tree line. No more fog of war to hide in. And ILTW, the dual control. That's it, right? There's not much more to play with.
I love the defusal pickup on ILTW. He's just going for raw damage output. When you have him power, this item, I believe, is the most cost-efficient DPS item in game. Could be behind Deso, but the defusal also allows you that little bit of extra catch, which his team is kind of low on.
There's your E-Blade bomb. A lot of damage combining with the avalanche, but then again, Blink Seb, he actually got him, dragging back Mushi. Once again, problematic. Mushi can't survive, slowed down way too much.
They have so much sustain, they're gonna pump you up. There's the Nature's Attendance. Yeah, sure, you can blow out your spell combos on LTW, but we don't give a damn about your burst. We're just gonna heal this guy up.
There's your E-Blade pops once again.
That's the second time Fate's Edict has got somebody's combo. The Tiny of Mushi was ineffective. Now the E-Blade on cooldown, and LTW just hit the base, baby.
Yep. Took out the tier 3. Opens up the melee racks for attack. XSS, you know he wants to go in, he wants to duel and get something, but it's an Aegis Immortal Troll Warlord is the only one really presenting himself, and Silas doing all the chip damage he can from far until Tiny will finally come up, but with the melee racks at 400, it's going to be a lot less. ILTW, Alacrity, buff him up, sure, why not? Every bit of damage you
It's good from great teams. You see this with VP, you see this with Secret a lot. Think about the advantage in this game. OG went from what was a completely even game to a move around Roche, a fight, a couple pickoffs, and what, 4 minutes later, they're 10k ahead with a Rax advantage, and it feels like it's just over.
Oh, here comes Aster. They want to try and wrap around the side. They're looking for some kind of opportunity. Observer and Sentry reveals Legion Commander. E-Blade pop, Nortel. They have to wait for the Cupid to get the kill. They're able to do so. Morphling's up towards the Ever. Sylar, he's isolated, and he needs some extra help. Fenrir may be able to achieve this, but it's all about ITLTW right on top of Sylar, able to bring down the Morphling. Buybacks are available. One already used by Nortel. Seth goes for the solo RP in the backline, dragging back Baboka. So you can say they want to keep the pressure up, but Aster will also use their own money. Morphling back up, Shaman as well with the Troll Warlord. He still has the Aegis, the Immortal. This thing is lasting forever, but not forever. 1 second, it's now out. The duel is there. Legion Commander trying to keep the control up, and they actually will be able to bring down the Troll Warlord just as the Aegis times out. But can they finish up more? Thompson being pushed back out by Sylar. He's actually done the work as this Morphling. He turned into 7, became the skewer control. Speaking of which, he's in the backlines killing off Baboka again.
ILTW is on his way. He bought back. He's trying to close this out now. He'll be arriving in just a couple moments.
But what a great observer was. Just up on the hill. You kind of knew it was going to be there anywhere, but revealing the Legion Commander.
And there's the Purge.
Oh, Fenrir.
I like the decision of Bites. That's my concern. You need the Dream Initiation on the 3 different targets.
Thompson's found his target. Up on top, XSS caught inside the ice wall. He'll try and get himself out with the press the attack. Morphling pushed back by Thompson, who ensures he can just do everything he wants. Waveform forward, Morphling. Silas having to wait a little bit longer. Sev nearby, they RP. They want this Morphling down to be a huge one if they can claim it. Straight to morph as hard as you want.
No buyback.
But with that death timer,
especially now that he has, you know, unlimited regen because he's got the Aether lines, you don't do any damage, and if you don't finish these kills with your burst damage, they're full health.
Here we go again. Up to the high ground. Tier 3 tower doesn't stand a chance. Shaman's coming back. Massive wards are still intact at least, but look where Thompson's moving. Right in through the mid lane. He's looking for information around the side to find that initiation, while ILTW does everything he needs to, which is take the racks. Aster do not want to fight while the Morphling is down. In fact, they cannot fight while the Morphling is down. Tiny has done the long walk in through the rear, has an invis rune, so that's something at least they get. And if he can kill off Jirax, this may be one easy way to start off the fight. Hits him hard, they want to pop Jirax, able to do so. So the save is now lost from OG. There's a chance for them to fight, but the damage is being done so quickly by OG. They have to master forwards. Aster, they're committing to try and fight Baboka. Send up this good tornado, just throwing and tossing around their Shadow Shaman. He's still got some more charges to work with. He waits out as long as he possibly can. Still ends up falling, but Morphling will spawn in 2 seconds time. The range rack's the last building surviving for Aster inside the base, and OG's already retreating back out.
Dude, that's just beautiful to watch, like the awareness.
Any kind of opportunity to engage. They're going to smoke up in their backlines, away from the Radiant Observer wards. Who's going to present themselves? What a surprise. It's Troll Warlord. They'll break the smoke on Fenrir. Here's the the pop already. The E-Blade pop from Sylar. They're trying to find that duel into the backlines. Once again, this time his Magnus being attacked, but the false promise will keep him alive. You do bring down Nortel, but XSS will also die for that initiation. The buyback can come in from Undying, but you've already taken Mega Creeps. How much they get in return? Maybe not enough, because the RP from Seth hits the money. A quick skewer back. The Sunstrike will even connect. RTW will be able to get one more into the double kill, and this really is GG. Aster will call them. The game is done, and OG, a very slow start, but they knew their timing, and they nailed it.
Yeah. And you can see right there the beauty in the draft concept. You get initiation on both Magnus and Oracle, but there's
Jeez.
I think I like the Nyx more now, but
Yeah, I
it's
do too.
different. It's like the Tiny's better for the lane, but the Nyx is better for the overall game.
And I think you can hunt DP with Nyx.
And Notel finally comes back to the bottom lane, but he's using Brain Sap to try and get his life up, but having the clarity cancel is going to make that a little bit more difficult. Bobrika's just staying right on top of him, and here comes the Batrider. Doesn't want to go into the Firefly. Just holding back for the moment and just allowing the sticky napalm stack onto ILTW. Do not give him the space to get any level of CS.
Because I think if he skilled Flame Break, he would have actually found a kill by now. Now, wow, Bobrika's in trouble.
There's Sleight of Fist searing chains. Yeah, I think Bobrika's actually dead. Sleight of Fist bouncing around through the Centaurs, but Notel's space attack at the end. He's been sitting on a bee stick of life, but that's a big enough stick to get a kill, and now a potential denial out to the small camp. XSS trying to wait for the right time. He will be going to get the rebuttal. Rate of about 200, and with the consumption of the mango, you're actually making that 300 to 400. There is a creep wave pushing under. But look how Thompson just plays this. Straight underneath the tower, gets 4 stacks up. He doesn't have the Boundless Strike available, so Mushi also out of Spirit Siphon charges. Thompson's just going to solo down Mushi. Support was coming in from Aster, but it comes way too late. Bobrika and drums pick up in game 1, but this Aster lineup is a run at you kind of thing, or is it like almost a counter engagement with the way the Oracle would be played? Thompson gonna find his own kill up on top. Fenrir into the stomp, just gonna put Jirax to sleep, but Thompson already had the tick, finds the kill on Fenrir.
I like what Seb's chosen to do as well. Buy treads. Typically you'd see Beastmasters they just rush the item they want, right? But he's just trying to ensure that his laning phase goes as well as possible. Wants to keep bodying Sylar.
Thompson, he started over on Mushi. Notel's going to rotate in, and you know he wants to keep this fight going, but a lot of damage into Thompson, but it may still be enough to kill off Bobrika, while Mushi just sits.
You need an HOD on your Lycan, and he needs to be level 6 before he can really move lanes ever.
Oh,
now
God.
You're just going to dive again.
God. Haste Room means there's no running. He's got no, like this is a no boots profit. Like maybe if you're running a Queen of Pain, you could jump away and you could be a little bit more diverse with your positioning, but against Monkey King, you with a Haste Rune, nah, you're dead.
This is one of the more dominant mid performances I've seen in some time. It all started with the solo kill, and you know, if Mushi's upset about the rotations, Thompson's gonna go, well man, you tried to gank me first. Fair's fair. And when you're a Death Prophet with no drains off cooldown, still waiting for that recharge, like you actually just don't have any survivability, especially against a hero as strong as MK with Jingu.
Fenrir is trying to stomp, he'll put Seb to sleep, but Jirax is doing all the rest of the work. He'll find the kill, he's been chipping up.
It's not just that, but Ember isn't the one that's going to do structure damage. You're fine as ILTW going some phase drums build or phase maelstrom, and you just play aggro. You're going to just land stuns, be mobile, and Notel's also done a great job just consistently sleeping the Firefly of XXS, ensuring there's no damage output.
And he's in trouble again on bottom. He actually gets Mushi to TP down to the bottom lane. He looked towards ILTW. Is there a control? There is. The lasso is out. The Ember Spirit will die. Meanwhile, up on top.
Been crushed so hard that he can't actually pressure ILTW.
Oh, the scan. They thought Fenrir was to the north. That's where the Icarus died from. Jirax went up that way. But they'll find Fenrir over on the side. He'll start the stomp up, just trying to stop Thompson from just slapping him into oblivion. But I hate to tell you, Fenrir, it ain't gonna stop Seb. And in fact, Thompson just reaches around the Beastmaster and then looking for the fight in towards mid. He's got the buff up already, slapping down so much damage. It's like it. There's a triple revenue coming from ILTW to find that kill. Mushi, can he actually turn any kind of damage around? It is a level 1 exorcism. It doesn't do enough damage. And even with Oracle sitting behind, there's nothing
to stomp here. They're going to find the kill. But he's already thinking about the next play as he's killing the ET. They let him get the last hit so that he gets the Jingu proc, and he can just TP mid, pop Medallion, and take Sylar to 20% HP in a swipe.
This is nice from XSS at least. He got 6 sticky napalm charges over on the bait. He's dying anyway, but at the moment, if you're Aster, you'll take anything you can get. Maybe not losing your #1 net worth, however.
They got 4 bounty rooms. That's something.
And maybe even the arcane. Oh! LTW says no. Seb is the one forcing in the lane. This will force some kind of opening. At the same time, they're looking at the Batrider. Water's planted down. You've already got your Wukong command and your Fiend's Grip to ensure XSS is delayed once again.
Onto the ward, but he still might find Fenrir or Bobrika. I think he did.
Jumps into the trees. Yeah, he knows exactly where he is, but no, have to start again. Bobrika, 3 hits, 4. There's just disarm. Takes a little bit longer. He's going to false promise. And maybe Sylar can get some revenge here. Thompson is actually being locked down for the moment. He may still get the kill over on Baboka at the end of the false promise, but it won't matter if Leica can get something as big as that. Mushi needs to be able to survive. He cannot let more momentum go the way of OG, but as I say that, goodbye defensive spirit, jump back from my LTW. Sylar has to go in to the wolf form to keep up with that hasted Ember Spirit. He'll be able to do so, but the rest of OG has now arrived at the front all the way to the tier 1 tower of OG and Aster. They don't want to be there. Jiro jumps in, the perfect supernova, and the slap down from Thompson. The Wukong commands the 3 heroes caught inside of it. Fenrir will be able to walk off, but now, thanks to the fact that Jerk's out the supernova, everything's up cooldown. They continue the chase over on Fenrir. Oracle and the ET supports have to be so sacrificial, and Thompson just watches that.
Right into the Roche pit.
Stealing Roshan's with couriers have given him extra information. He's fireflying around it. That duration's not that long. Flamery jumps in, and they've already got it, and there's your grip. XSS is in a world of hurt. Thompson will take the Aegis to the Immortal. And the ET who just respawns
so that you can rotate with them available, because it turns your Q stun into just, you know, a pretty decent chunk. Oh, whoa.
Lasso, they found him. 3-man smoke up from Aster, helping to set up for this, and Thompson. Oh, there's the Aegis Immortal burn, but remember, OG, you're next to their tier 1 tower. Support comes thick and fast, and they're looking for their opportunity. No ET splitter, like an ulti.
Side of the map with no fear.
Yep. Thompson's just bouncing through the tree line. Oracle's the one being chased. You'll see Thompson. Thompson starts off with his own Boundless Strike into the Wukong command. This is early, but it won't matter if Oracle goes down. Mushi wants to fight the Bane. They've gone in deep, pops out the Exorcism. No tell. Taking so much damage. Your brain sucks some life out of Fenrir to give him a little bit longer sustain. And with Lycan's ulti and that level 1 Necrobook, they want to get in, but it doesn't matter. The Boundless Strike just mops up everything.
Towards top. That advantage, it was only 3k through the laning phase, has grown up to 6, almost 7. They're going to get the tower.
And with the Searing Chains into the Sun Ray, Death Prophet has to defensive fuel. Scepter is another control. There is no Taos Fiend's Grip doing some work. The Stomp will create a little bit of space thanks to Fenrir. And now maybe with the Silence and the Lasso is ILTW, but no, Seb, he's there for the raw timing, keeping the Batrider in position. They have to run away from the Supernova. No sunscreen for Aster as they burn. And with the rampaging OG going all the way forward, Mushi will go down. The ET splitter will do a little bit of work, but still not enough. Heavy buybacks in from Aster to keep some level of defense.
And really not much to say. Folks at home.
Oh, like it. This is what you can talk about. Running forward, there's Nightmare available. Maybe with the Boundless Strike being missed by Thompson, they'll have a chin. No. Sylar has nowhere near enough life to sustain through this. Mushi wants to get involved, but now the Spirit, he's beating back to get all the mana back up again, and Aster, they're so low on life. They try to force this so hard. Thompson can just go ham. He's already killed off XSS. He's looking for another core. Who's going to be able to present themselves? It's the Boundless Strike of Mushi. The Wukong's command is back off cooldown for him. Now they'll run away, but Baboka, he's caught on the wrong side of the tracks. He will fall as well. This feels like the...
Look to see them just come back together, group up.
It's clinical Dota from OG, and Aster are trying to force problems. That's the reason why they smoke up. Oh no! The Boundless Strike! It connects onto XSS just as he wanted to get in, and he's even getting a Fiend Script up. They'll be able to get the silence down, so Bane's Fiend Script will not be able to continue, but Bane dies, and now the rest of them come forward. What else does Aster have left in the tank? Lycan, he's charging forward in that wolf form. They get the lasso out of ILTW. They need that core to die, but then again, the control doesn't last long enough. He's already backing away. The Supernova is down. Aster are going to be stunned and dying in the middle of all of this. Mushi just gets slipped down. Thompson does so much work, so much damage, and Aster, I feel like this is the end of your road. You've lost 3 heroes. The Batrider was lucky to get out of that.
Utterly dominating.
Dire's middle tower.
Not even, sorry, 227. For the price of just a set of Sentry Wards, you tank a bunch of spells for your squads here. As Aster, they know you don't have any big spells up.
Yep. You got no Lycan ulti, you got no ET splitter. Batrider can't initiate because Lasso's down for another 37 seconds.
Radiant's top tower.
Oracle can't save you. I don't think I've actually seen a single time where it's like, hey, yeah, false promise, it's going to actually do something. You can't stand close enough. They just get the kills too quickly. Now the top lane can push. Lycan gets his level 3 Necrobooks, and this will be it for Aster. Like, they'll lose the bottom lane of Rax. OG may pull back out 14 seconds before Batrider can initiate. that they're poking and prodding, waiting for some kind of opportunity. If Aster want to present one. But it's not required. Lycan into the ulti form, going for level 3 Necros, wants to kill over on Notel. This will be a dieback from him if they can find the kill, while Batrider up on the hillside. The last so he couldn't actually catch on to Thompson to look for a better target. Seb will have to be in as they just hold him in position. Mushi finally doing some work. 2 heroes down for OG. One of them will buy back into the game, even though the gem has dropped the Mushi. He's just locked down. He has no more life. Maybe he does with the lasso. They create some space. They need to kill him by LTW. The stop from Fenrir. It's good timing for the Spider Fist. It's still doing his work. Fenrir, the splitter, is trying to actually protect himself as he backs up and stop Thompson from charging forward deeper into the Aster base. But there's your Boundless Strike. Still an XSS. This really is OG's base. It has Aster on the flag, but OG took the leads.
He's just gonna go for throne. I love it. Monkey King ult up as well. I'm sure that'll be dropped right on top of the throne just to assert dominance. Like I've said before, that clinical performance, this is textbook. What do you teach a class on this?
Mushi's going to try and wrap around the back. It's a double silence. He blinks forward. The Supernova is down. They're just looking for the first kill. Mushi has to defensively yours right now or else he'll die. He's trying to wait out for the Supernova, but he's already lost his teammates. He's lost the game. This is over. GG is the call, and OG will storm their way over Aster into the next round of ESL One Katowice, and Thompson's doing it in style.
What do you add?